Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is all of the products in my collection that are the least expensive or most affordable, however you want to look at it. And some of these are products that I full on love and will replace and repurchase over and over and over again. So you want to see how I got this look and what my faves are, or the cheapest, stick around, we'll get into it. Brace yourself, I'm about to have a very naked face. Okay, so obviously this is a full face of the most inexpensive makeup in my collection. It is all drugstore because drugstore tends to be the most inexpensive. And since I just did the most expensive makeup in my collection, I thought this would be a nice alternative. I will tell you, some of these products are hands down my favorites. I was thinking about doing like a best of the best starter kit makeup, what I think you need. So if I do that, some of these will be in that. Just, FYI. All right, we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna start with my base and I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I have two shades here. Neither one of them are very good right now, so I'm going to mix the two. These are $5 a piece, so way affordable. And I don't have a drugstore powder that I like, so I'm going to just leave that out because with this tinted hydrator, I don't have to set it, which is not the norm for me because I am oily, particularly in my T-zone, but very oily in my T-zone. Okay, so I'm just going to mix the two shades. So if you had to get two, you're looking at $10. Technically it'd be like $9.98 because they're $4.99. But that's cheaper than even the CoverGirl 3-in-1 that I like so much. So really, that's pretty good. This is just a tinted hydrator. It is not going to give you full coverage or even light coverage. It's just going to kind of even out how your face looks. I want to try it with a brush on this side. And it looks super dark, but it won't in a minute. See, no real coverage, but it definitely does a bit of evening out. I'm gonna try on a damp sponge and see which one I like better. A lot of times I like the damp sponge size better. Sponge size? Sponge side. It is absolutely freezing in my makeup room this morning. Cannot believe it's July and I have a sweatshirt on. That does not seem at all right to me. I'm just gonna take what's left on my palette and drag it down my neck so it kind of matches the rest of me. There. I think it looks pretty good. Except, you gotta make sure you get your hairline. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was wrong. The tinted hydrator is $6, not $5. And next up we have the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. This is $5, $4.99. So I'm going to use this under my eyes, all over my face where I normally put concealer, and then on my eyelids as well. I really like this for concealing the discoloration on my eyelids. I think it looks really good. It dries down, I don't have to set it, but it doesn't end up looking dry and oogy. And it works well even with my super oily lids. Yeah. I definitely can still see a lot of the redness on my cheeks and my nose, but I'm going for a more natural kind of no makeup look today. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I'm not sure how well this is gonna show up. This isn't a normal summer shade for me. We're gonna gonna try it and see. This is $5. And I did like it when I was still a bit paler. It's matte, which I like. Sometimes I like the sheen. Yeah, that's showing up. Super natural. Exactly what I'm going for today. I may even bronze up my nose pretty hard for that like sun-kissed look, which should also try to help disguise some of the redness in my cheekers and on my nose. Okay, not a lot, but it's cute. Next up for blush, we have the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo. I don't have a whole lot of drugstore blush. Turns out most of mine are higher end. This is the shade Guava. I didn't want to cheat, so I did add a separate highlighter, so I'm just gonna go with the blush from this and put that on my face. I really do like this. It's super cute. And it's $3 for blush and highlight. You cannot complain about that. I believe they're releasing new stuff too. e.l.f. for the Bite Size line. Brow products maybe? Which seems cool. Yeah, I am gonna put a little bit of this up on my forehead just to kind of add a bit more color. There we go. That's that. Okay, for highlighter, we have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. And this is in the shade, what are you? Precious Petals. There was a point when I had very few highlighters. I had the Amrezy, the ABH Amrezy highlighter, and I had these because they are so good for a $5 highlight. You can get it any drugstore, Walmart, Target, literally anywhere. It's so pretty. It's really smooth. It's really good. Okay, now I think we'll just go in and do the brows. Obviously this isn't a step everybody has to do, but it's definitely one I feel like I do. So I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Brow Definer. This is actually $9. To be fair, right now on the Ulta website, the Ulta brow pencil that I love and use almost daily is buy one, get one half off. It's $10, you could get two for $15. And this would be two for basically $20. But regularly priced. This is more affordable of the two. And typically I go in with two different liners if I use these. This one's a bit darker and I have a slightly lighter, warmer one. Because you can play around with your brows. You can play around with any kind of makeup you want to. Lately I've really been liking that Benefit Cosmetics one. It's really good. My brows don't even seem to be related. It's crazy. And you will not be surprised to hear what my most inexpensive brow gel is the e.l.f. Brow Wow. And it is $4. And I love this over pretty much every other brow gel in my collection, or at least tinted brow gel. I do like the Anastasia Brow Freeze, but that's just like a wax to hold your brows. This has a little bit of fiber in it and it's got some color, so it does add a bit more to my brow. I love this stuff with my whole heart. It's the best. This will show up in my favorite starter kit video for sure. Okay, that's brows. How about we do lips? Get that out of the way. So for lip liner, the least expensive one in my collection is the LA Girl lip liner. All of mine are retractable. You can buy the pencil versions of all the liners I mentioned for definitely cheaper, but I don't use pencil liners. I can't sharpen them. So this lip liner is $5. I have so many shades of this because I just love it. So I'm gonna line my lips with this, and then for lipstick, the most inexpensive in my collection is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This goes for $9.49, so less than $10. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back and we'll get to the eyes. Okay, we are moving right along. I'm sure if you like makeup at all, or have paid any attention at all to inexpensive makeup, you will not be surprised to hear the most affordable eyeshadow palette in my collections are the bite-size palettes from e.l.f. I have the shade Cream and Sugar here, so I'm going to use this today. These are $3. If you're new here, I've done a bunch of videos on these already, probably to an annoying degree, but I just could not believe how great they really are. So I will link those in my description box when I upload this video in case you're interested. These are so good. And again, I used this way back in the winter, so it was a lot darker on my much paler skin tone. So that did literally nothing. Cool. All right, let's go with the darker shade. You won't get very many looks with these little bite-sized palettes, but you will get nice looks with them. They are just beautiful. It blows my mind how nice these actually are. And there's no fallout at all. So I first went in with this shade right here and then deepened up my crease with this. I'm probably going to use more of that dark shade on my outer corner after I put some of this shimmery shade on. So there's 2 shimmers and 2 mattes in this palette. I think I'm gonna go with the lighter one today. That's just dry, straight out of the pan. Beautiful. And I really like that this is more of a cool toned palette. All right, so I'm just getting a smaller brush in that dark shade and blending the two where they meet up. Okay, on this little brush, I'm just gonna drag some of the brown under my eye. So the most inexpensive eyeliner in my collection is the Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner in the shade black, and this is $3. I know I've used this before, but not much, so I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I definitely got some fallout from that shimmer shade on my lids. If I had wet it, I could have avoided that entirely. That black eyeliner, I don't know how long it's gonna stick around in my waterline. I've applied it twice now, so I don't know. And last but not least, we have my Bye Bye Panda Eyes mascara. This is $5 a piece. I stocked up on them when Ulta had them on for $3. So you can pretty much always find it cheaper if you wait a minute and then stock up on your faves. I love this one. It doesn't do a boatload for my lashes, but it stays where I put it, and that matters to me. So many mascaras transfer under my eyes or onto my lids. Okie dokie, that's it. That's all the products in my most affordable products in my collection. I'm a huge fan of most of these. Props not the black eyeliner. Maybe I'll see how it wears today and try it again. We'll see. But everything else I really like. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification and choose all, and YouTube will tell you when I upload a new video. Be good and remember to be kind to you.